Hello, everybody. Welcome in. If you're new here, let me know. I'd love to get some more crochet friends on here. So if there's anybody new, please let me know. Let me know what you're working on, where you're from. I'd love to get to know you on this channel. So pop something into the comments. So I'm still working on this blanket. This is the project that I have been working on when I'm doing my lives. So it is getting just a little bit bigger. It is growing. I think this would make a really cute top. Something if it connected here at the shoulder and then maybe had some sort of a sleeve. This would be really pretty. I love that. Hello, Crochet King. How are you? How are you doing today? Hello, Salem. How are you? Salem, what are you doing for Christmas? Anything special? I'm good, Crochet King. Missy, hello. It's growing. I like it. Yeah, I only work on it when I'm doing live, so I haven't worked on it off camera. So it hasn't really gotten that big. I just got off my TikTok live that I did, and I just finished one row because I kept showing other different things and talking about different things. So I usually don't get a lot done on my lives because it's more of a show this, have you seen this? What is this? People asking a lot of questions, throwing a lot of things. So if you guys have not seen my TikTok live, good, just spending time with family, nothing crazy, good. We are heading to Vegas tomorrow. All right, so I did this square. I'm still working on the granny squares from the Claire Montgomery kit. So I did this one, and I did this one, and I did this one. And I like this one the best. I did that one. This one I like too. I like these sort of flower looking ones. And then there was this one that is just using so much puff stitches or popcorn stitches. And then this one came out smaller than the other ones. This one had the popcorn flower, which I really like. So I might have to add like another row around here because there's quite a size difference between these. I don't know why they just come out different. A lot of them came out this size that I'm doing now. This one came out smaller. Don't know why. I did it the same time, same yarn, but I might have to put like another row on this. So I'm on number 25. For those of you who are tuning in here, I've already gone over this a million times on my TikTok live, but this is from the Claire Montgomery Granny Square card deck. So this is the real card deck, and I'm on number 25. I just finished 25, so I have 25 more to go. It is not the dupe. This is the dupe set. This is the wrong one. So if you're buying one and it looks like this is one of the squares, this is the dupe set. All right, so this is the fake. And the real one will have ISBN numbers, and they will have the back looking like this. That's what the real set looks like. I'm tired of this. Grandpa short was so funny. Huh? Did you just start the live? Yes, I have been on for 4 minutes, not even 5 minutes now. I'm tired of this. Grandpa short is so funny. I love that one. That's me and my daughter. I loved it. I thought that would get more views, but it's not getting a ton of views. But I loved that one. That one was so funny to make. You know how that came about was she was over, we were watching TV, and I said, Sophie, this yarn, can you wind some of these balls while I'm working on this other project? And so she was winding the ball and she's like, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this. And I'm like, "Oh, let me get my camera. Hold on." And I'm like, okay, let's do this voiceover. And oh my gosh, it came out so funny. She messed up her part and we were laughing like crazy. And then I messed up my part and we were laughing like crazy. I think it took us like 3 times to get it right, but I love that soundbite. I'm tired of this grandpa. There's too damn bad. You keep digging. You guys know what movie that's from, right? Do you know the movie that's from? I have seen the movie. Hello, Donna. How are you? Donna, were you on my TikTok live or did you not see my TikTok live? How are you doing? Are you all ready for Christmas? What's your plans for Christmas, Donna? We are heading to Vegas tomorrow. So we're going to be in Vegas we're going to get there Tuesday and we're leaving Thursday. So 1 full day and 2 half days. My shop is on vacation. I'm taking a break. I've got my 4,000 watch hours, guys. Yay, cue the confetti. Got my 4,000 watch hours. Now I have to like figure out what to do next. What is the process? I'm not like making money already. I've only made $2 so far. Thank you so much, Salem. Oh, an octopus out of a fluffy yarn and you're putting a bow on it. Oh, that sounds cute. Did you change your profile picture to whatever you made the last time? Were you making an oxalotl? I don't think I can see when I click on the profile, I can't see the picture. Did you change? Is that an oxalotl? I can't see. It's too small to see what it is. Thank you, Salem. I've been working so hard to get my 4,000 watch hours and I did it. Yay. So I am monetized. I'm monetized, but I've only made $2. So it's not a money-making thing so far. So I think I started my YouTube journey the end of October or in October. And then in November, I was sick. I got sick the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. So that flu put me right out of commission for like 2.5 weeks, right around Thanksgiving. So I couldn't do anything for a couple weeks because I was so sick with the flu. And so then when I finally got better, and then I couldn't talk for a week. So once I felt better, then I started making more videos, which was like, I don't know, a week and a half ago or so. I finally felt better. Hello, I am working on a blanket. This is a scrap busting blanket. So I am trying to use up my parrot stripe, which looks like this. The skein is getting floppy. I'm hoping it's not going to turn into a tangled mess, but I'm using this yarn. So all of the colored yarn is changing by itself. And then I'm just mixing it with a black. I'm hoping my yarn doesn't start. Oh, you didn't change it yet. Okay. You're learning how to crochet. Awesome. Is it Chris? Oh, you just ordered the hooks, those hooks. Yes. Awesome. And they weren't expensive at all, right? Because I think you get like, I don't know, 15 hooks or so for $15. So I have some tutorials, Chris McDonald. So if you want to go look, I have a tutorial on how to do basic stitches. Like if you know how to do, excuse me, I teach you how to do a slip stitch, chain, turning your work, single crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, fastening off, sewing in your ends. So if you know how to do that stuff, you can practically do any pattern. And so I have that tutorial. So look on my channel to see my tutorials. And then I have a simple tutorial. Once you learn the stitches, how to do a hair scrunchie, a dishcloth, a virus shawl. I'm gonna have more tutorials coming. I show you how to do a granny square, a solid color, and a multicolored. So I have lots of beginner-friendly tutorials on my channel, and I'm going to be adding more. I've just been so sick like the last few weeks. I'm trying to get over it now. Hello, Janet. How are you? Welcome in. Does anybody have any big plans for Christmas? I missed your TikTok live. Oh, yes. So I just got off the TikTok and I checked with Sophie and she's working. So I'm just going to do a live here on YT, and then I've got to look into my TikTok, I mean, my YT studio, YouTube studio, and see if there's anything I need to do for like monetization, like for putting ads on my videos and stuff. I got to learn to see how I do that. And then, I'm going to be working on, okay, Donna, have you done puff flowers? I was thinking about making a puff flower blanket, but these are going to take me forever because my yarn constantly snags making these. So I think what I'm going to do instead is popcorn flowers, because these are softer. They're more flexible than the puff flowers, and they will work up so much faster because I can do these without snagging, but my hook snags, my yarn snags on like every single petal, like over and over and over again constantly, and it just drives me crazy. So I think what I'm gonna do instead of the puff flower is I'm gonna do a popcorn flower. Have you done puff flowers or popcorn flowers? The popcorn flower, I don't mind doing it all. The puff flower, my yarn just snags constantly. I can't just bring it through. It's just snags. I do the petal. I do every petal like over like 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Because every time I'm trying to bring it through, it just snags, 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 snags. Hello, Rita. Rita found me. The light is weird. What light is weird? You mean this light back here? I was missing an eye for it. Oh, okay. You weren't talking to me, right, Melody? I think the other Dawn. Yeah, Donna Hippie Designs. Those kinds of stitches go a little slower, yeah. And thank you, Maggie. Oh, you changed the picture. Oh, I see. Let me see if I click on it, if I can see. It's still too small, but it's cute. Yeah, I will have to look after the live, but that looks cute. That came out cute. Um, yeah, when I'm doing the popcorn, I mean the puff stitch, you know, I know to pull it up and give it room, and I do that, but it just snags whenever I'm trying to like pull through the petal. Maybe it's the yarn that I'm using. I'm using the Big Twist, and Big Twist does split. It just, every petal I have to do so many times to get the yarn through. It's like almost never. I almost like maybe one of these petals maybe pulls through on the one or second time, but every petal took me like 5 or 6 times to pull through and redo it, pull through, redo it, pull through, redo it. It's snagged every time. So I think instead of doing this, I'm going to do popcorn flowers, and I'm going to use a bigger hook. I'm going to use a bigger hook, and I'm going to do a bunch of these popcorn flowers. Hi, are you still making the blanket? Yes. Hello, Patricia. So Samantha, I'm just plugging away on this. And Maggie, if you're interested in these, do you ever go on TikTok, Maggie? Because I have the Amazon link for these in my link tree on my TikTok bio. And they're just from Amazon. So if you're not on TikTok, you can just go on Amazon and search ladies readers. These are just readers, they're not prescription. I have 2 sets of this exact one. And then I search for large frame readers for women, and they're under $20, I want to say, if I remember correctly. But I love them because they're nice and big here. Yep, I'm still plugging weights. I have not worked on this off camera. I have been working on, if there's anybody that's just coming in, and sorry for you guys that have seen this over and over again, but there's always new people coming into my live. All right, so I did this square. And I did this square. I really like these starburst squares. This square, I hate everything with a puff. I know right now that I don't like puff. This one, I had to do 2 rows of puff stitches. This took me forever to do, only because my yarn just kept snagging over and over. This one had puffs. No, this one's a popcorn. I think this is popcorn. So this has a popcorn flower in the center. I like that. This one I liked. Anything that did not involve puff stitches. Now this one, popcorn. These were all popcorn. So popcorn, 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 popcorn. 4 rows of popcorn stitches. Why? Why? Why would you ever make something like this? Oh, I've realized that I do not. The puff stitch is my enemy. It does not like big twist yarn. It's too splitty. I think you have to have like the right yarn that doesn't split, and then maybe it's just my hook, but my hook kept snagging every single time. Is it Christmas Eve today or tomorrow? Is it Christmas Eve today? Is Christmas tomorrow? No, Christmas is Wednesday, right? So I think tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve, right? And you will not see me until Friday. So it's Monday now. And then the only way you guys are going to see me is I'm going to be filming maybe some videos while I'm in Vegas. A few videos, but it's not going to be any crochet videos because I don't even know if I'm going to take, I might take this blanket though. Maybe I'll take this blanket that I can work on in the hotel room because I was thinking maybe I'll take my flowers to work on, but that's going to be a lot of like moving parts and stuff. So I think this blanket would be a good project just to pack up in a bag and take to Vegas and work on in my hotel room, because if I'm not crocheting, I feel like I'm not doing anything, and that drives me crazy. Tomorrow, is Christmas tomorrow or is it Christmas Eve tomorrow? I think Christmas is Wednesday, right? And this is Monday. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, if I'm not mistaken. What date is it today? I don't even know what date. Is it 25 is Christmas, right? 25? I know it's Monday. Christmas is Wednesday. So tomorrow's Christmas Eve. We're heading to Vegas tomorrow. We're going to IKEA. My husband wants to do some shopping. My husband likes to shop more than I like to shop. I do not like shopping at all. So he wants to go to a few stores, and then and he likes to go to the outlets, the outlet stores. And then Christmas, I think everything's mostly closed. So we're going to hang out at the hotel. So I definitely have to remember to bring this blanket to work on. And then we're going to IKEA again. We're going to try to go to IKEA tomorrow to look at couches, and then go to pick up the couch Thursday and bring the couch home and the chair home Thursday. And my husband, he wants something different for the living room. So anybody that's seen my vlog and seen the living room, he does not like the black couch anymore. He says it's not that comfortable. I'm trying to sell it. Hello, Rajan. So I checked with Sophie and she's working. She's cleaning homes. So I said, okay, I'll just go do my YT live. Plus the thought of going in town right now is probably a madhouse in town. My husband already went to town and I don't know why. I would never want to go in town. Like a couple days before Christmas, the parking and the traffic is going to be crazy today. Rajan, what are you doing for Christmas? Any exciting plans? Does anybody have snow? So I'm plugging along on this thing. You have snow, Samantha? Awesome. We have no snow here. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day today. Ziggy, what temperature is it?
Right now, it's 51 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yes, 51 degrees and it's sunny.
35 degrees. On another note, I can help you search your neighborhood for fun things to do. Just ask me to find ice cream shops near you.
Oh, did you hear that? Oh, but it went away. It didn't last long. Yeah. All right, so I'm at the end of my row. So I'm doing 3 double crochets at the end of my row. So they're nice and straight like that. Nice looking. So I just got to change the yarn. I've got to remember to take my yarn definitely to Las Vegas. I hope I remember. I'm thinking I'll probably forget. And then I'll be like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I forgot my yarn. Okay, good thing I saw this. There's a factory knot right here. And so I'm going to cut this off so I don't have that factory knot in here. Anybody noticing the yarn has more factory knots than in the past? I'm noticing more factory knots. For your cat, you're crocheting a blanket for your cat? Hello, CNY Woman Knits and Crochets. I have snow coming tonight. Oh, Syracuse. You're doing a cardigan for yourself. Awesome. One of our favorite Italian restaurants was in Syracuse and it closed down a couple years ago. It was an Italian restaurant in Syracuse. And I want to say it was something like Giraldo's or Girardi's or something with a G, I want to say. And my voice is still. At the end of the meal, they would give you a plate of cotton candy. And we went there twice. And then, because it's in New York and we're on the West Coast. So when we traveled, we would stop there because Syracuse is right through where we're traveling. And they closed down a couple years ago. Have you ever been to that one? Do you know which one I'm talking about? Samantha, is that you? Thank you so much. No, it was over by the, I want to say science. There's something like a engineering, space engineering, science engineering, something. And it was in Syracuse. And then I want to say it was like Giraldi's or G, something with a G. It was an Italian restaurant and they served after the meal, they served you a plate of free cotton candy. And oh my gosh, it was like the best Italian restaurant. But it's closed down. Yes, Grimaldi's maybe. Yeah, is that what I was saying? Yeah, Grimaldi's. You never went there? Oh, it was so good. And they closed down, I think, in maybe 21 or something like that. Oh, it was so good. We had just found them. I ate there twice, I think. So every time we go cross country, we found them, I think, in 2019 and then or 18 or something like that. I think we found it twice. My husband actually ate there a couple more times because he travels the trip back and forth by himself without me sometimes. And he ate there several times. But then it was closed. And my favorite thing was the cotton candy. Yeah, Grimaldi's. Yep, I knew it was like a G something. That was so good. Hello, Crochet by Rose. How are you? Welcome in. What are you working on, guys? Let me know what your projects are. I'm still plugging away on this blanket. And I'm up to number 25 on my granny squares on the card deck, the Claire Montgomery card deck. I'm on I did number 25, so I'm going to be working on number 26 next. I'm on the West Coast. I'm in the Southwest. So has everybody seen my vlog? How many of you have gone and watched my new vlog that I did? I started editing that vlog at noontime on Saturday. It took me 10 hours to edit and then 2 hours to load. And then right before I was going to load at midnight, I noticed a mistake. So I had to go back, fix the mistake, and take another 2 hours to load. So I finally loaded it at 2 o'clock in the morning, or close to 2 o'clock in the morning. It took so long to edit. How many of you have seen my vlog? I worked really hard on it. I hope you guys like it. Crocheting scrunchies. Oh, nice. A lavender one. Awesome. I have this pile right here. Have you tried to use the Juicy Couture yarn? Look at what the Juicy Couture turns into. It's a pile of spaghetti. So it's knotted. So I have my scrunchie that I was working on, and then I can't get past a knot that is in here. So I'm untangling this before I can finish it. So this is it. I haven't gotten any more progress on that. I've noticed, yeah, more knots and more factory knots and more tangles also. Have you guys tried the Juicy Couture yarn? Oh, with the number 6 bulky, nice. Thinking about getting that yarn. Yeah, the Juicy Couture is like crazy. Your blog was really good. Thank you, Donna. That's my second one, so I can only improve. It can only get better. I don't know what I've gotten myself into now, but I've already taped this morning, and I know that the first time that I brought all of my videos in, I sorted it by sending date, and everything was in order. This last time, I asked it to sort all of my videos in ascending order, and it just jumbled the whole thing up. And I'm like, what is going on? I kept trying to sort. I kept trying to sort it in order, and it was all over the place. Like all of my clips were all mixed up. So I had to go through and watch everything and piece it together by looking at the clothes that I was wearing. And that took forever. All the projects, it took forever. 10 hours to edit that 40-minute video. Okay, the one thing I hate is when you're working on a blanket and you snag the yarn from the row before. Does that happen to anybody else? Like when you're trying to do a granny square cluster and you just snag the yarn, the top of the yarn from the row before, and it pulls it. Thank you, Donna. I worked really hard on it. I think it came out good. I'm improving slowly but surely. Oh, I hate that. That's the worst thing is when you snag that yarn. Then you try to like fix it. I can usually fix it, but usually once I snag it once, I'll snag it like several times. And the parrot stripe is really splitty. Some yarns are, do you find that? Like some yarns will split when you're working on them more than other yarns. The black yarn isn't splitting a lot, but the parrot stripe is. So I really have to keep an eye on that. So what I'm gonna do is when I find that I'm snagging the row under, I put my thumb right on where I don't wanna snag. And that helps me not snag that row before. And I should have made this shorter. I always think, oh, that's a good length, and then it ends up being long. This is going to be like a queen size. Donna, did you hear I got my 4,000 watch hours? Now I have to like figure out what I do next. I got to remember, I'm going to put some parrot stripe near the door so I remember to take this yarn with me. Let me grab some parrot stripe. Parrot stripe, where are you? think it's this. Oh, that's favorite stripe. Oh, here's the parrot stripe. I see it. I think it's right here. Is this it? No, this is it right here. Parrot. Parrot, parrot, parrot. And then this is polo stripe, which is very close to it, but all right, I've got three more rolls of the parrot stripes. So I'm hoping it's enough. I should have went not as long. I should have went shorter of the long way, so I could have made a nice looking throw, but I'm hoping I have enough. I am hoping. I'm really hoping. This is gonna be like probably 75 inches at least this way, like long. And then I've just gotta get it up enough so it doesn't look weird. So hopefully I have enough of this yarn. And I've gotta remind myself, I'm gonna put one near the door because I know I'll get in Vegas and I'll be like, where's my yarn? I forgot my yarn. Yes, I made my watch hours. I'm so excited. So I made my 4,000 watch hours and this shirt is looking huge on me. Now I'm gonna figure out like the next step. I chatted with YT yesterday because I'm like, am I supposed to be getting some paperwork? And they said, no, you don't get the paperwork until you have to make $100. Once you make $100, then they'll send you the paperwork, I guess. So I'm not looking for something to come in the mail. I was waiting for something to come in the mail, but I was not. Yes, I'm so excited. So far I've made $2. And it's only because somebody sent me like $1.99 like thank you thing up here. That's it. I gotta figure out how to put my ads onto my videos. I haven't done that yet, so I've got to learn how to do that today. I think I can do that today, where I've gotten my 4,000. So now I've got to put some ads on my videos and see if that works. I'm so new at YouTube. I'm trying to like figure how everything works. So if there's anybody on here, make sure you hit like, do you guys see like a thumbs up? Make sure you hit the thumbs up. That'll help. Yes, I'm so excited to have made my 4,000. I don't know what the number is because it just says you've made it. You made the 4,000, but it doesn't show me my watch hours anymore. So maybe if I go like onto my PC, maybe I can find what the number is, but I'm over the 4,000. So that's all I care about right now. And I'm going to be, for those of you who are just stopping in, I'm going to be making, this is puff flowers, which I hate to make. So I'm going to be making bigger popcorn flowers. And I'm going to be attaching them all together to make a blanket. I'm really hoping I have enough skeins. So this skein was a super skein. So hopefully I will have enough. If I don't have enough, I should have not made it this long, and that way it'd have been better. I'll see how it looks. If it looks like I need to add a ton more, I don't know how it would look if I changed yarn like halfway through. I'm not sure. So gosh, I would hate to have to get some more parrot stripe when I'm trying to use it up, but I will see. I should have made it not as big. I should have made it a throw size. I've got to write down some measurements and have it like, if you're making a blanket, Melody, do not make it this, like, I've got to count my clusters and say, this is a queen size. Don't chain this many for just a throw. I've got to like control myself. Anybody else do that when they're trying to make a blanket? They'll do some chains and they'll think, oh, this is a good size. And then it just gets bigger when you actually put your stitches in it, and then you've made it too wide. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's not huge, but if I'd have made it shorter, if I'd have made it half this size or like a third this size, maybe not like a third less, it would have been bigger. But if I fold it in half, let me hold it up for you so you can see how, let me move my chair for a second. All right, so this is how wide it is. I mean, that's not bad, but this will definitely go on the top of a queen size. So if I fold it in half, let me try to get a measurement. That's folded in half. I mean, it's not huge, but I probably could have like taken like a foot off it for sure. But once you do it this way, you're stuck. So let me measure what half of this is going. All right. It's probably going to be like 80 inches across, which I gotta say, I gotta stop doing this. This is like the fourth blanket that I've made that comes out around 80 inches long or more once I put the border. I'm gonna stop making them so big. What are you knitting right now? So Paisley, I am crocheting a blanket on my hook here. I'm working on this blanket. Find my spot here. And I'm using parrot stripe. And it's funny because I'm looking at this skein right here of parrot stripe and there's hardly any purple. Look at, there's hardly any purple in here at all. That is so weird. And then this one's got a lot of purple in it. Or maybe it's just an optical illusion. It usually takes me, if I'm just working on the blanket, it only takes me less than a week to do a blanket, but I'm only working on this sort of when I'm on my lives. And I tend to not get a lot done when I'm on my lives because I'm reading comments and answering questions and usually I can do a blanket easily in a week if I'm mostly working on that, or if I'm working on it off camera, but I haven't been working on this off camera. But I definitely wanted to make this shorter the long way, and I didn't. I made it 80 inches again. It's going to be horrible to ship. I like crocheting better. I know how to knit, and I love to knit. Are you a knitter or a crocheter or both, Paisley? I just don't have time to knit because I'm constantly doing, I know how to do more things with crochet. You crochet? Nice. What is your favorite project to do when you're crocheting? Mags, thank you, Mags. Yeah, so it's black. It's a big twist black, and then I'm using the Red Heart Parrot Stripe. And then I've also been working on the card deck. So I'm at number, I just finished 25 last night, so I'll be working on number 26, which my next square is going to be, let me show you my next squares. This one is number 26. This one I like. Oh no, wait a minute. Have I already done some of these? No. Some of them look familiar. This is number 27. 26, 27. This is, oh no. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. This is number 28. I just seen one of those 4 color things coming up. This is 20, this is 29. This is 30. And then, oh wow, this is really, oh my gosh. I've never seen one like this before. This was number 31. You learned from my video? Awesome. Look at this one. Has anybody ever seen a square done like this? It's a half solid, half regular granny square. I've never seen that before. Oh my gosh. That is wild. I've never seen one like that. Has anybody seen that square before? I've never. All right, so then 31. Oh, I'm really looking forward to one of these that I just saw. I'm looking for it. Oh, they've got the African flower in here. But look, guys. Okay, so this is number 32. And then, oh my gosh, look at this one. This one I'm not looking forward to. I am not looking forward to this one at all. If this is, yeah, it's changing directions. Look at this one. Oh my gosh, I'm dreading this one like the plague. That one is going to be so hard. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about doing that one. Put these back in the order. Oh, I'm dreading that one. Knit and crochet threw my parents off guard when I asked for knitting needles. Oh, fun. I love the sound of the clinking of the needles, but I can only do purls, and I can cast on, knit and purl, and cast off. That's all I can do, or in different combinations of knitting purl, but that's all I can do when I knit. So I know how to do a ton more in crochet. And the next time I do a blanket, I want to do a chevron. Has anybody tried a chevron blanket? I've done a chevron skirt and it was so gorgeous. I wanted to do a chevron for this, but I totally forgot. And then I just started doing the granny square stitch. I'm like, oh darn, you were supposed to try a chevron. So next time I have to remind myself. And then I'm also going to be making a blanket using my scrap yarns, doing popcorn flowers, and connecting them all together. Yeah, casting off is really hard to remember how to do it, but it's one of those things where if you like watch somebody do one, you're like, oh, okay. Like it's riding a bike, like it comes back to you, and it's just like the sensation of doing it, like the muscle memory of doing it. Like if I actually think of how to do it, I can't remember, but it's sort of like the feeling of doing it that I remember. Granny squares is the hardest thing I know. Yeah, granny squares can be challenging. That's why with this, it's just the granny cluster. So you're just going back and forth, and it's really easy to do this. I've got to make a tutorial how to just do a simple granny cluster blanket because they're really simple. Maybe next week I'll start doing all of my tutorials that I want to do for YouTube. Tomorrow, we're heading out of town for a couple days. So you guys will not see me until Friday, maybe. Did one last year with the chevron. Oh, nice. Nice, Janet. Yeah. I've done my skirts. I've done 2 skirts in the chevron and I loved it so much. I thought, oh, I want to do a blanket in that. And I totally forgot because I definitely wanted to do a black with rainbow colors like this. This was supposed to be chevron. Totally just slipped my mind until I was too many rows in when I remembered. And then I'm like, shoot, I was supposed to do this in chevron. Hello, Fireheart. How are you? Welcome in. Is there anybody here for the first time? If you are a brand new watcher, just give me like some sort of emoji for me to say hi to you. Make sure you hit that like button up there. And make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can watch some more videos. I've made 2 weekly vlogs, so make sure you watch one of my vlogs. Let me know what you think. Oh, hello, you're in Tucson. Yeah, you're not too far from me. I'm in the Southwest also. How is Tucson's weather right now? So here we're in the low 50s. And it's probably going to get mid 50s, probably low 60s today here. Just perfect, beautiful weather. The sad thing was I lost all of my work due to a house fire. Oh, that's so sad, Donna. Fireheart, hello. Same here in Tucson. Feels like summer. Yeah. We usually go antiquing in Tucson and Phoenix. Have you ever been to the I think it's in, is it in Goodyear? They have 2, it's Brass Armadillo Antique Mall. I think they have one in Phoenix and one in Tucson, if I'm not mistaken. Lots of antique shops in Arizona. No, I've not. I've heard of them though. Yeah, they're really fun. I love to thrift and go antiquing and walk through the antique stores. I think that's a really fun thing to do. And you guys have so many of them. We don't have, we just have 1 or 2, I mean, 1 tiny one in town and 1 bigger one out of town, and that's it. But they're both really small compared to a brass armadillo. Yes, is it Shyla? I'm making as a blanket in the granny square stitch. Trying to use up some of my yarn. Let me bring the camera down a little bit. Maybe that'll be easier for you guys to see what I'm working on. Is that better for you, that view? So I'm just doing a granny stitch. Granny, not a square, but just as granny stitch. So I'm just doing clusters of 3 over and over and over and over. Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. So this will be for sale in my shop once I finish it. Sorry, I'm getting like fibers sticking to my nose. Bright colors. I love to make bright colors, bright colorful things. I'm not a, some people's aesthetic when they're crocheting, which I think is so beautiful. I love to see it. Just very calm, peaceful, neutral colors. And I am like, I am like as bright as you can get. And it's sort of like my grandma. My grandma made this back here on my chair. And I used to, all when I was growing up, be like, why can't you just make something in solid pink or green or yellow? Just a neutral, like pretty color. And she'd be like, I love the bright colors. And now I'm the same way. So it rubbed off on me. Oh, I just snagged. I'm sorry, I'm getting over the flu. I'm in Utah, so I'm not far from you. Sounds like we've got a helicopter going over here at the moment. I have a problem with starting so many different projects because I get bored of doing that. There's nothing wrong with that, Max. Nothing wrong with that at all. Fun. I'm in Iowa. Oh, nice. I love Iowa. Annalise, do you go antiquing in Iowa? So they do have a brass armadillo, I believe, in Iowa also. Iowa is so beautiful. We travel across country a couple times a year, and I just love Iowa. Des Moines, yeah, they have a brass armadillo in Des Moines. Have you ever gone antiquing at the brass armadillo in Des Moines, Iowa? Yeah, you have. I love going. The brass armadillo at Iowa is not that great. It's not a big one, but I actually think it's bigger. I'm trying to think. There's one that's really small, but I think that's Kansas because we go cross country. So I think the Denver one is really good. There's two in Arizona. Kansas, I want to say is small, and then maybe the Des Moines is bigger than Kansas. I think Kansas is the small one, and then Des Moines. And then I'm trying to think. My voice is giving out. I'm trying to think where the other ones are. Because I think there's 6. So 2 in Arizona, Denver, Kansas, Iowa. Where's that third one? I mean, that 6th one. Does anybody know? I know there's one more. I can't remember where it is. Can't remember. I think there are 6. Hello. I'm in the Southwest in the United States. All right, so I'm ending a row. I might have to put a cough drop in, guys. So if anybody has seen my vlog, you've seen my vintage vase collection, my vintage glass and my crewels. And my vlog, that's what we like to cross country go when we go into antique storage to look for. Oops, go here. I'm trying to think. 2 in Arizona, Denver, Kansas, Iowa. I was thinking there was a third one, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're just 5. I can't remember. It's sort of like a Southwestern thing. I wish there were more going across the country because they are huge, like antique malls where you just go in and look for everywhere. When we go to Vegas, we are probably going to go into the antique malls that they have in Las Vegas. They have a couple, and they're so fun to go and look through, and you never know what you're going to find. Crocheting a Grinch. Oh, nice. Stuffed animal for my grandson for Christmas. My 14-year-old, my youngest cousin, also wants me to make her stuff. It's probably a deer for her. Oh, cute. Prescott, yes. Yep. Yeah, Prescott. And then I'm trying to think of the little town that is like an old town. And it's got the whole bunch of them. I cannot remember the name of the area. We have a whole map of all kinds of places, and there's so many different places in Arizona. So what we'll do is we'll spend like 2 or 3 days in the Phoenix area, and then we'll drive to Tucson. We'll do a couple days in Tucson, hit all the shops, and then we've got to drive home back through Phoenix. So we head back to Phoenix, and then we head home. And then Boulder City, Nevada has some antique shops in Boulder, so we go there. And we have been antiquing all over the country. We've gone to Canada, we've gone to California, Washington, Oregon, Florida, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. We've gone everywhere. Great. We've gone everywhere, almost to every single state antiquing. And Canada. I'm trying to think what the little town is. There's a little town, and it's an old town. Can't think of the name. If my husband was here, he would remember. Name some little towns in oh gosh, I can't even remember if it's the Phoenix one or the Tucson one. And you guys, do you say Prescott, right? And not Prescott or something? Not Flagstaff, not Sedona, no. It's little town. I think it's in the Phoenix area. And it's sort of like downtown where there's like a trolley, not Williams, no. There's like a little like trolley car that goes down the center of this street. And it's like the art district. Is there an art district? They've got like a little main street with a little trolley. Chandler, I think Chandler, something around Chandler. I know we've gone to all these different areas. Yeah, we've gone to all of those. I'm trying to think, if my husband was here, he would know what town I'm trying to think of. We have a huge map. What I do is I go on the internet and I look up all of the antique stores and I map them out on a grid, and then we'll just go and hit all of them. It seems to me it's a tiny little name. Tempe? Yeah, I'm trying to think if it's Tempe. Anyway, there's so many, and we hit them all. We go everywhere. Yeah, Sedona's gorgeous. Sedona, Scottsdale, Glendale. I almost think it's around Camelback or something like that. It's a little artsy. It's in the art district, I want to say. I cannot remember. I don't think it's Tempe though. I think it's something else. There's a street with a not a trolley. It's like a bus on rails. What do you call that? If it's a bus on rails, it's not a bus. More like a subway, but it's on the surface streets in the middle of the town. Not think of what it is. They've got a store that's like Buckhorn something. If you look up Buckhorn antique shop or something like that, it's in that town, and I cannot remember. It's almost like a trolley, but it's not open. It almost looks like a subway that's on the top of the street for some reason, if my memory serves me right. Like an electric bus or something like, not Roosevelt, no. If you look up Buckhorn, I think there's a shop called Buckhorn, B-U-C-K, Horn. I think it's Buckhorn something, I can't remember. And I think that's the town that I'm thinking at. And it might be something that you mentioned already and I just can't remember. I wish I had like another device to be searching on. Or it might be in the Tucson area. I can't remember. It might be in the Tucson area. It was not, I wasn't thinking it was Roosevelt unless I'm totally like unless I have no clue what I'm talking about. Can anybody look up Buckhorn Antique Shop or Buckhorn Antiques or Vintage Buckhorn Vintage or something? I think their name was Buckhorn something, and it's an old town. There's a couple little Atomic something is there. Buckhorn Vintage, like vintage, Buckhorn Vintage something, Atomic Vintage something. If I had an iPad right beside me, I'd be looking it up. Yikes. How do you stay focused on big things like blankets? I could never. I only Buckhorn Trading is in Mesa. Mesa. I knew it was like a simple little thing I could not think of. So Mesa. So is Mesa in the Phoenix? Is that in Phoenix or is that Tucson? Because I know we go to Phoenix and then we go to Tucson. We go antiquing in both of those towns, and then to me they just, I can't keep them separate. Mesa. I knew there was something simple, I just was not thinking. Hello, Karen. Have you ever gone to Arizona, Karen, to do some antiquing or anything like that? Or do you go antiquing at all? So these blankets, I love doing blankets. I never thought I was a blanket person, and this is my fourth blanket, and I just put on something that I'm watching. Last night I was watching a documentary on, if you go to Netflix, I was watching, it was called Last Breath, and it's going to be made into a movie. So I watched the documentary, and it's about this diver, like this deep sea diver who got cut off from his air supply, and he was on the bottom of the ocean with no air. I want to say for like half an hour with no air. And I don't want to give it away, but it was a good documentary, and they're going to be making it into a movie. And I was like, just like captivated. But I have not been working on this except for on my live. So this has been my like live project, because this is like a great project to like work on when I'm trying to like look at the screen and answer questions and things like that. So I love projects like this where I can just zone out and watch TV, because the only time I'm out here in this beautiful yarn room is when I'm doing my lives. That's it. Or packing orders. Other than that, I'm sitting on my bed watching my big screen TV. Comfy, legs up. So where do you guys crochet? Like, where is your go-to crochet place? Are you in a chair? Are you on a couch? Do you work like sitting up? I've seen some people that sit like on a table and crochet on the table. I cannot do that. That kills my back. The only time I crochet on a table is when I'm doing my tutorials. I love antiquing. Love the one in Henderson. Okay, Henderson, Nevada. Henderson. We've never been to Henderson, I don't think. Orange Circle in California. Yep. Yep, we've been there. Hello, Merry Christmas. Yvonne, how are you? Royal Angel, hello. We have been California. So have you been to, it's in Whittier, the one in Whittier, California, and it's called King Richard's in Whittier. We go there a lot. We have been to every state, I swear, antiquing into Canada. So if Karen, have you seen my vlogs? Then you see my vases. That's what we go antiquing for, is those vases and the crewels on the wall. Have you been up to Mesquite? Have you been to Gypsy's Emporium in no, not Mesquite. Hurricane? Have you been to Gypsy's Emporium in Hurricane? Yeah, King Richard's, I think, is one of my favorite ones in California. And then we like to go antiquing in Long Beach. We go everywhere. And then when we're in Arizona, we always go to, there's 2 brass armadillos in Arizona. And then we go cross country antiquing. So how many of you have seen my vlog? I edited that vlog, my last one, for 10 hours on Saturday, and then I realized there was a mistake in it right before I loaded it at midnight, so I had to go back and re-edit it and then load it again, which took another 2 hours. So I finished loading that last vlog at 2 o'clock in the morning this past Saturday. Usually in a chair in our family craft room or on the couch. I'm crocheting on an air mattress right now at a sleepover. Oh my gosh, that must be uncomfortable. Are you like are you sitting against a wall? I have to have like something on my back. Yeah, in Hurricane. Are those crochet chicks on the wall behind you? These right here, these are chickens, and Dee, my friend Dee, makes these. So she sells these. Are these the ones that you're talking about? These are purses. Look at that. And you can go to her Etsy shop, is Backyard Inspired. Laying against a couch and sitting on a mattress. Okay. These are from Dee, and her Etsy is Backyard Inspired on Etsy. So this is a purse. Isn't this so cute? And the wings are pockets. I bought 2 of them from her. So I have that one and this one. Oh my gosh. Aren't these just the cutest purses? So she makes these, and she's gonna have a pattern available shortly. Look at those legs. Oh my gosh, the legs. I cannot get over how cute the legs are. They are so cute. And she has like a leather, faux leather handles and a faux leather insert type bottom thing on the inside. Aren't they so cute? Those are adorable. And then she made me 2 additional chickens and 2 keychains. Aren't they so cute? These are just so nice and fluffy. I always wanted chickens. So now I have chickens. Aren't they so cute? So make sure you guys hit the thumbs up in here. That'll give me some like algorithm points if you hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe too if you want to see more of my videos. That last vlog that I did, oh, I could not believe how long that took me to edit. 10 hours of editing. I finally was ready to post it at midnight, and then I noticed that I forgot and let my music play after the video. So I had to go back, edit that, and then I had to reload it. It took another 2 hours, so I finished at 2 o'clock in the morning. Love that pattern, used it all the time. I prefer embroidering. Yeah, what did she put? Safety eyes? Yes, I never put safety eyes. So this is a cat that I did, and I just embroider on the face. I know it's not good, but I did that loaf cat, and then I did this loaf cat. So I've done 2 of the loaf kitties, and this was a pattern using a pattern by False Bubbles on YouTube, False Bubbles. So those are the only 2 stuffed amigurumis that I have done. Hello, Amy. How are you? So Sophie was working. So I couldn't go out with Sophie today because she's working. So I said, hey, I'm just gonna go on for like an hour or so, hour and a half, and then I'm gonna get to crocheting. I'm gonna do some popcorn. I'm gonna do some flowers. No, not that one. Where is it? Like this. I'm gonna try to do some bigger um, popcorn flowers. See if I can get a bunch of those. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the ones that I did. Maybe I'll make like maybe I'll do a chain and hook them together, and it could be like a car charm thing for the rear view window. If I hooked like a chain between these, maybe they can like hang from somebody's window, rear view mirror. I watched you pack up orders. Oh, nice. Thank you, Debbie. Has everybody seen my vlog that I did that I finished Saturday? I'm just noticing my hair looks really weird. It took me 10 hours to edit that video, and it took me 4 hours to load it because takes 2 hours to load the video, and right before I hit published, I was seeing a mistake. So I had to re-edit it and reload it, and it took another 2 hours to load. So it took 4 hours of loading, 10 hours of editing, 4 hours plus 4 hours of loading. So that's 14 hours on Saturday. Oh, you do all Amigurumi. Yes, made a profit of 1K. Oh, nice. Pretty good money for a 14-year-old. Oh, nice. Yeah, so how do you sell them? Do you have like a shop, or do you do fairs? I have not sold any amigurumi. Those two cats are the only amigurumis that I made. And I realized that I don't love making amigurumis at all. Maybe I have to like try again, but when I finished those two cats, I didn't want to make another one. Yeah, it took forever. I have to remember that on Saturday, I thought if I started at noon, I would be done maybe around 7 o'clock and then take 2 hours to load. No, because when I went to load all of my videos for the whole week, I could not get it to sort. I kept asking it to sort, and the week before I sorted it by creation and it gave me them all in one order, and it was so great. This time I could not get it to sort by the date, so I had to go through and look at every single one and then try to figure out where did this go, what clip went with what. It was a jumbled mess. It took me forever. So 10 hours of editing plus 4 hours of loading. Saturday was not fun. Me, I'll buy Amigurumi spelling. Me, I'll buy Amigurumi spelling. Oh, I do local fairs. I've considered an Etsy, but I feel I wouldn't be able to sell them at reasonable price to cover. Yeah, I'm on Etsy, and there's a lot of fees. Yep. Especially when, okay, so if you do really good on Etsy and you sell over $10,000 a year, they put you in the ad program and you cannot get out of it. Like, you have no option, no choice. You're put in the ad program, and they make ads selling your stuff. And they will charge, like Etsy charges, their fees are like 9.5%. Like, that's the cheapest is 9.5%. And then if you use their shipping, it's more, but 9.5% for just the Etsy fees when you sell. And then when they put you in the ad program, they take an additional 12 to 15% on top of the 9%. So they actually take, if someone clicks on an ad and buys something, that's like 23% that they will take from you. And you cannot opt out of it. You have no choice. You could change the length to be the width. I know. I'll figure it out. And then I'm also thinking that if I run out of this yarn, I'm thinking I could just do black, like add on like black here and black here, and this would be like the center portion. but I have an additional 2 more rows, skeins, which is not going to get me that far because this was a jumbo. But I'm just going to continue. I should have not made it as long as I did. I'll figure it out. I think they still sell parrot stripe, right? So maybe if I'm out and about and I see parrot stripe, I'll pick up a couple more skeins, which this was a scrap buster, so I was trying to like not buy anymore, but I'm thinking they still make parrot stripe. In my mind, I was thinking I was not going to make this as long. I'm just looking at my yarns. And I think what I could also do is they have favorite stripe. So I think that I could start incorporating favorite stripe. Favorite stripe has orange. And maybe I could do favorite stripe on, make a couple rows of favorite stripe on the 2 ends. Like go into like favorite stripe here and favorite stripe on the bottom. I'll figure it out. I'll figure something out. All right, I'm at the end of my row. So I need to add on, I think what I should have done is maybe done like 2 rows of the parrot stripe and then 2 rows of favorite stripe and then 2 rows of, you know, with the black alternating. And then I could have used up my favorite stripe and my parrot stripe together. But I think now that I've got this, or what I could do is just count this many rows and then start like right now with favorite stripe and do this many rows in favorite stripe with the black and then go back to this. Maybe that's an idea. What do you guys think? Maybe I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So if I did 33 with this, I'm sitting on parrot skeins, need a few. No, that's okay. You don't need to send me. All right, what if I switched to the favorite stripe and I did the same amount of rows using black and parrot stripe? And then when I got to this many rows again, I would switch back to this and then keep switching back and forth. So it would be like big sections. What do you guys think? Then it would be like sections of parrot stripe and black and sections of favorite stripe and black. Or do you think it should all be this? Try it and see how you like it. Yeah. Because that'll be just like different big sections of 2 different colors. Let me get the favorite stripe and see. Because I have actually more. I should have started with the favorite stripe. Favorite stripe, yeah, I should. This is all favorite stripe down here. All right, let me grab them all. Let me show you. Okay, this is my favorite stripe. This is going to add. This is going to add. I think anything you do will be great. Yeah. Thank you, Roslyn. Missed what happened. Do you still not have enough of the colors you're using? Well, because I made the blanket so long across, I think I'm going to run out of the parrot stripe as what's going to happen. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start doing sections of this. And so maybe I'll do like 33 rows of those two combinations and then 33 rows of this and keep going back and forth. Because these are gonna be bright colors too, but this is gonna add in orange. Orange and red. So I've got the blanket going across like this, which is beautiful. And I'm almost out of the jumbo skein that I was working on. So the jumbo skein is down to this, and then all I have is 2 more of these skeins of the parrot stripe. And this is like a scrap busting, not a scrap busting, but a stash busting project. So what I should have done is used my favorite stripe instead of parrot stripe, but that jumbo skein looked like so good. So I think what I'm going to do is switch to the favorite stripe and just do sections of the favorite stripe in black, and then go back to this in black, and then do another section of the parrot stripe in black. And it'll just be like all these multiples. Like if I was going back in time, I think what I would do is 2 stripes in black, 2 stripes in favorite stripe, two stripes in black, 2 stripes of parrot stripe, and then just keep alternating that. But since I'm at the point where I'm at, because I think if this is using the jumbo skein, I think a single skein would only get me like maybe not all, like maybe half, or maybe 2/3 the way, and then eventually I'm gonna run out. Yeah. And it's just gonna be multicolored anyway. So I'm gonna start the next row with the favorite stripe, and maybe it'll be like, oh wow, that looks cool. Okay, so I gotta get to the end where I'm gonna change my color, which is here. Oh wait, I do have another skein that I put on the floor, so I remembered to take it to Vegas. It's in front of the door, so I know what to take it with me on my trip to Vegas tomorrow for 3 days. So I do have 3 more skeins. I have 3 more skeins of this. But this one was almost all of my jumbo skein. But I think I'm just going to add in this, and I'm going to see how I like it. I think it's just going to be pretty. Could be wrong. But I don't think you would have enough of the same color for one section. But I don't think you would have enough of the same color for one section of the same size. Oh, that's right. Well, I have 3 more skeins. I have 3 skeins of the, I have 3 skeins total of this left, of the parrot stripe. So if I didn't throw away my wrapper, I would have known how much of the jumbo skein that I had. I had a jumbo skein, and then I had 4 skeins of this. So no, 3 skeins. So I have 3 skeins left of this parrot stripe that I'm using now. I mean, worst comes to worst, I could go by. All right, I'll look it up. You had the jumbo. Yeah, I had the jumbo size. And a regular skein is, a regular skein is 236 yards. And I can't remember what the jumbo size is. I'm just wondering if I want to change to the favorite stripe, because it is a totally different, I don't know. You can still buy the parrot stripe. correct? Okay, so a jumbo size is 482, and this is a regular skein is 236. So it's roughly half. It's roughly half. Yeah, fold it in half and make a giant pillow. I'm just wondering if I should add the other color in and do multicolor stripes, and then it'd be two different groups of stripes. No. Should I keep going in this colorway? What do you guys think? Hang on, that's a good idea. Yeah, but I could never ship a giant pillow that big. That would never work. I could never ship that a pillow that huge. I just should not have made it so long across. I think that was my downfall. It's going to fit on top of a queen nicely. Yeah, I'm thinking not to add the other color in. So I think what I'm going to do, you can still buy the parrot stripe, correct? Parrot stripe is still available. Yeah, I just don't know about adding the other color. I think that might make it like too chaotic. Yeah, I'm going to stay with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going with this. And then if I run out, I'll just order some parrot stripe, because I think Walmart still sells parrot stripe. We can still buy parrot stripe, I believe, because I think somebody just bought some the other day. Was it Janet who bought some parrot stripe? I'm going to keep going with this colorway. And then I'm going to make an additional, I'm going to make a chevron with the other color, with the favorite stripe. I'm going to make the chevron blanket with this. I'm going to save this. I'm going to keep going with this jumbo skein until I run out, and then switch to my other skeins. And I'm just going to see how far I get. And then I think this is still available at Walmart or online. So the worst comes to worst, I have to buy a couple more skeins. Okay, Debbie bought, yeah, Debbie. All right, I think I'm done with the black, right? I think yeah, I'm done with the black for now. Drop my hook. Oh, here's another flower that I found. Okay, I just got Michael's is really trying to get me to go to the Michael's store today. They keep sending me like coupons and stuff. They really want me to go to Michael's. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue with this. I'm just going to continue. No, it's not this end. Where's my end? It must be here. Yes. No. No. Where's my end? Here. All right, I'm going to continue here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue, and then I'll just buy some more parrot stripe if I need to, and I'll just continue with the parrot stripe. And then my next blanket is going to be, oh, Juicy Couture for scrunchies and so, okay. Let me show you what the Juicy Couture looks like when you open up the package. This is what it looks like. I still have this knotted mess. When you take the wrapper off the Juicy Couture, this is what it turns into. Because I have a scrunchie right here that I can't finish because of this. I've got to untangle this. This is what it turns into. No, don't send me some. Don't. I will go and I'll see if I can. If I can't find any to buy, then Debbie, I'll buy yours. Yeah, I'm stuck right here because I've got to untangle this. So once you take the wrapper off, it turns like this because you cannot find the center pull, and then you get velvet spaghetti that I'm working through. I still got to work through this project. All right, so that's the plan. So let me grab my where's that? Okay, I'm still hoping that I can work through this without getting this into a tangled mess. So let's try to continue on with this, and hopefully this won't turn into a knotted mess. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is take this in and try to like wind it into a ball. I don't want to get into a huge mess out here on my live. All right, so, oh, look at this. This is, oh, look at that. That's what you want right there. Center pull. All right, so let's add this color on. And we will keep going. Is the yarn the Challenger yarn? Is this yarn the Challenger yarn? Challenger yarn? Hello. Hi. Pet World, hello. Maybe, hello. Hello, Dee. I have similar yarn. So Sophie's working. She's cleaning houses, Dee, so I couldn't go out with her. Michaels keeps sending me coupons today, so they really want me to go out. Hello, Pet World. How are you? All right, so I am just going to continue with this color. I'm going to keep working it out. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Yeah, my velvet, my Juicy Couture velvet is a big pile of velvet spaghetti right now. I love your crochet pieces, and hello, how are you? Hello. Is it, how do you pronounce your name? Shamalia? I don't think I'm saying it right. Everyone is welcome in. Please be kind. Thank you. Kimberly, hello. Dee, hello. I'm making Christmas presents for tomorrow. I still have Christmas. Crochet something for my brother and make some bracelets and earrings. Oh my gosh, the pressure is on. I'm not making anything for Christmas. I should have made some shrugs for my daughters because they want shrugs, but I still gotta find the right. I want to pick up some bamboo. I want to pick up some, maybe I'm gonna be in Vegas and that's where Hobby Lobby is. I don't know if they have their yarn sale this week, but I'm looking for some bamboo cotton mix. I think that would be very good for shrugs. That would feel very good. Yes. So Dee makes these, Deanna Wirtz makes these right in the comments, and she sells these on her Etsy shop, Backyard Inspired. Have you ever made a crochet belt? I have not. I have not. What is your favorite hook? My favorite hooks are right from Amazon. They're super cheap. These are my favorite hooks to use, and they're from BCM Run. And I've got 3 sets of these. I've never tried a furl hook. Aren't those so cute? The legs. I cannot get over how cute the legs is. So Dee sells those in her shop, Backyard Inspired on Etsy. Okay. Awesome. Is it Shamalia? I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. That would be great. And I finally got to my 4,000 watch hours, so I am so excited. I woke up this morning and that's the first thing I thought of was today's the day, because yesterday I only needed like 33 watch hours as of yesterday, which is 5 days ago. Backyard Inspired on Etsy. Yep, Backyard Inspired on Etsy. Her shop name. Dee, can you write your shop name? Backyard Inspired. Yep. So do you guys know how to search by shop? Thank you so much. Thank you. Caitlin, hello. Merry Christmas, everybody. So if you go onto Etsy and you want to search by shop, when you're in the search bar, there's the front little like thing, and you click on that front icon thing, and you click it, and you get a drop down, and you can search by shop. I could never find that, and then I finally figured it out. So the front little icon, you click on that, and then you get a drop down menu, and it says search by shop name, and then you put Backyard Inspired shop, and then you will get to that. And I've bought 2. I'm her only purchases of those chicken purses, And I love them. I bought 2. And she has scrunchies, she has scrubbies. Dee, what other stuff do you have in there? You're my favorite crocheter. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Did you get to see my vlog? My vlog that I worked 14 hours on the other day, editing for 10 hours. It took me 10 hours. It took me from noon to 10 p.m. to edit. And then I loaded it for 2 hours and then I found a mistake. So I had to reload it and that took me an additional 2 hours. So it loaded around 2 a.m. It was horrible. It took me so long. And then at 2 o'clock, I was so exhausted, but yeah, I could not sleep at 2 o'clock. I was exhausted and I was so like, once I worked when you finish working 14 hours editing, your brain working that hard for 14 hours straight at the computer. And then I was like crocheting while it was loading, but you're like so like worked up. You can't like shut off your brain at 2 o'clock to just like conk out. Thanks for favoriting my Etsy. Yes, guys. So go and favorite her shop and look at all of the fun stuff. Thank you so much. Do you do amigurumi? I'm doing it. So the only 2 amigurumis that I've made is this chunky kitty, which this yarn I absolutely hated, would never use this yarn again. This was I want to say something like Sweet Snuggles yarn, which fell apart so easily and never use that again, ever. And then this one was with the Big Twist, I want to say Posh. I know they have Plush and Posh, right? I almost want to say this was the Posh. And this one was very easy to use. And the pattern that I did these was False Bubbles here on YouTube. And the faces were supposed to be done different, but I just did my own thing. And I did my own thing with the feet. Thank you so much. Yeah, I did not love doing amigurumi. Some people either love the amigurumi or you don't love doing amigurumi, and I just don't love it. I think they're super cute. I just hate working the round. Yeah, the Sweet Snuggles. Yes, and it disintegrates. It was falling off. Like all you get left is a string. It was like, oh my gosh, it's the worst yarn. But I found the Big Twist Posh, I want to say, was really, really easy to work with. But not my thing. I tried it. I did it. Don't want to do it again. It's your favorite? Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. Do you guys sell that you do amigurumi? Do you sell at like fairs and stuff? I don't have any fairs. So for me, selling this stuff, amigurumi, it'd be one of like hundreds on Etsy. And so many other people would do a better job than me. So I just have not done it. I want to make a chicken like for myself, like a little chicken like Dee sent me, maybe just for myself to see if I can do it, and that would be it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What am I looking at? Look what I'm looking at. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? No. No. That is awful. I did not want to see that. Oh no. That was made by Aspen. That was a Tunisian tapestry made by Aspen. Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm just trying to wonder, Dee, is that gonna throw off my, is it gonna throw up anything to do with like the size or anything, the count? I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna fudge it. I'm gonna fudge it at this point. Yep. It's gonna end up right in the middle though. So I'm just gonna grab my hook and I'm just gonna add two double crochets on each side of it. I did not want to see that. I'm 1 week in learning crochet. Well, welcome in. Is it C Huffrun? And I've made my grandmother a scarf and now I'm working on a cat stitch baby blanket. Oh, wonderful. Get out of your, yeah. So, I'm so excited that you're a new crocheter. Make sure you go look at some of my tutorials. So I have basic stitch tutorials, and then I have granny square tutorials. I have dishcloths and hair scrunchie tutorials, and a virus shawl tutorial. All right, I'm just gonna try to fix this because I do not want a frog. All right, I'm gonna go back a couple so that's out of my way. That is awful. All right, I'm gonna connect here. That is like a nightmare when you look and you see one. What was I thinking? See, that's when you get distracted during your lives. All right. I'm gonna just slip stitch over some of these. Okay, what is not looking right here? Slip stitch. There, I think that's good enough. That's the end. Okay. Let's wait a little bit too. All right, so I think that'll be good. Oh, that was not something you want to see as a crocheter. But I think that'll be fine now. So I'll just hide my ends. I'll do it now so I don't forget. Actually, ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Yeah, no, I'm just, I went right over it. See, I just gotta hide my ends. You'll never know. You never know it's there. Oh, cute. Are you married? Am I married? Yes. And my husband came on here when I was on my TikTok live and said hi to everybody. I never wear my rings. Does anybody else wear their rings? Someone asked what? Oh, frogging? Yeah, frogging is when you rip it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say no. I mean, I could, but I just don't want to. Not for an easy fix like that. If it was a big mess up, then it was like, you know, then I would go back, but this is not going to even show. I'm just gonna weave in my ends a little bit here. I wear a small band. My wedding ring gets caught. Yeah. Bye, Debbie. Have a good day. Merry Christmas, because I will not see you until Friday. Trying to make an elephant. Oh no. I put it down for a couple days. You're having trouble with the trunk? And I seen a tip that Eloise, I don't know if you follow Eloise, for her doll making for the neck, because the neck sometimes like wants to bend over or fall over or something like that, you know what I mean? She will take some felt and she'll roll up the felt. I'm sure you could do it with like other things, like if you had material, roll it up and then put it in like the neck. So you could probably do that in the trunk area too. If you were having trouble with it, like staying up, roll up some felt and put it inside, and that'll give it maybe some strength, like right where it's coming out of the head. They'll give it some extra strength. Hello, Merry Christmas. Thank you for all of that. Is that a granny square blanket? It's a granny stripe. So it's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. See, I fixed it. Went right over it. All right, let me get my hook. I hope you see my messages. Shalimar, I do Amigurumi Kawaii. Oh, cute little Liv, what I made a Bing bunny? Cute. Yeah, so I just fixed it, went right over it. So I'm gonna go over it and then you won't even know it's there. It's gonna be like it never happened. Come on. And I'm gonna be getting off shortly because I've been on for over 100 minutes, so I think that's good enough. And I have gotten my 4,000 watch hours, so I'm so excited about that. All right, so I'm going over it now, and that'll be the test. Yeah, see, it went right over it. Went right over it. I think it was this one, so it's just a little thicker maybe right there, but it'll hardly be noticeable, I think, once the black blanket's done. I don't think anybody's going to pick that out. I think it will be fine. Okay, I am going to get off. Thank you so much. I've been on here forever. How long do you have been working on the blanket? So I work on this just when I'm on my live. So this has just been my live project to do on TikTok and on here. I'm going to get off. And is there any pattern for it? It's just the granny stripe. So I'm just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, doing the granny stripe. That's all I'm doing. All right, guys, so I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I will not see you until Friday when I come back from my little trip. So everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for all of my mods. Can you go through the messages? Oh, what did you want to see? Which message are you looking for? Which message do you want me to read? Made a big bunny? Yeah, a big bunny. I do Amigurumi, just made a big bunny. So you're making a big bunny, is that it? Hair scrunchies, so like fun, keeping breaking. I have my hair. Sounds amazing. Is it that you're doing a big bunny? I love your pixel art grid. Pixel art. Yeah, so Aspen made my pixel art this. Is it that you're making a big bunny? Awesome. Well, guys, have a Merry Christmas. What's your favorite season? Basketball season is my favorite season, basketball season. All right, guys, have a wonderful Christmas. Happy holidays, and I will see you Friday. Thanks for watching. I got to log off now, so have a wonderful holiday. Bye, guys.